Once upon a time, in the lush jungles of Thailand, there lived a gentle giant named Raja. Raja was not your ordinary elephant. He was known far and wide for his remarkable journey that would change the lives of many. Raja was a magnificent creature, with ivory tusks that glistened in the sunlight. His wise eyes held the secrets of the forest, and his massive frame carried the weight of centuries of tradition. He lived peacefully among his elephant herd, guided by his loving mother, Molly. One fateful day, as the sun painted the sky with shades of orange and pink, disaster struck. A group of poachers invaded their tranquil home, seeking to capture elephants for their ivory. In the chaos that ensued, Raja was separated from his family. Panic surged through his veins as he realized he was alone, lost in the vast wilderness. Days turned into weeks, and Raja roamed the jungle in search of his family. Along the way, he encountered a wise old owl named Hoot, who perched on a gnarled tree branch. Hoot could sense Raja's sorrow and offered guidance. "Dear Raja," Hoot said, "to find your family, you must embark on a journey within yourself. Trust in your instincts, and they will lead you to where you belong." With Hoot's words echoing in his mind, Raja pressed on, using his keen sense of smell and intuition to navigate the dense forest. Along his journey, he met a mischievous monkey named Momo, who taught him the art of playfulness and the importance of laughter. Momo swung from the vines, chattering away. "Raja, my friend, sometimes life takes unexpected turns, but you mustn't forget to enjoy the journey." Raja continued to wander, encountering various creatures of the jungle who each imparted their own wisdom. From a wise old turtle, he learned patience, and from a swift cheetah, he learned determination. Finally, one day, Raja's keen ears detected a familiar trumpet in the distance. His heart soared as he followed the sound, and there, in a clearing, he found his family, reunited at last. Tears of joy streamed down Raja's face as he wrapped his trunk around his mother, Molly, and his fellow elephants. They celebrated their reunion, and Raja shared the wisdom he had gained on his incredible journey. As the sun set, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink once again, Raja realized that he was not just a gentle giant, but a symbol of strength, resilience, and the enduring power of family. His remarkable Joe.
Once upon a time, in a serene and peaceful forest, lived a tortoise named Timothy. Timothy was a wise and patient creature who was loved by all the animals in the forest for his gentle nature and his stories of wisdom. One sunny morning, as the birds chirped and the butterflies danced, Timothy gathered a small crowd of eager listeners around him. "My dear friends," Timothy began, "I have a story to share today, a story about the power of patience and perseverance. It is a story of a race unlike any other." The animals gathered closer, their eyes filled with curiosity. Timothy continued, "You see, long ago there was a boastful hare named Harrison. Harrison was swift and had won many races against his fellow animals. He couldn't help but brag about his speed." Harrison the hare overheard Timothy's story and approached the crowd, sneering at the tortoise. "What's this, Timothy? Another one of your tales? I'm the fastest creature in this forest, and I challenge anyone to prove me wrong." The crowd was abuzz with excitement. Timothy, with his calm demeanour, said, "I accept your challenge, Harrison. We shall race tomorrow morning to determine who is truly the swiftest." The news of the race spread like wildfire throughout the forest, and the animals couldn't believe their eyes. The tortoise against the hare, a race no one had ever imagined. The next morning, the entire forest gathered at the starting line. Harrison, the hare, was confident and proud, while Timothy, the tortoise, stood steady and composed. The race began, and Harrison dashed off, disappearing into the distance. The animals cheered for the hare's speed, and it seemed like a one-sided race. But Timothy, with each slow and deliberate step, moved forward. As the race continued, Harrison grew overconfident. He decided to take a nap under a tree, thinking he had plenty of time to win. Meanwhile, Timothy plodded along, never losing focus. The sun was setting when Harrison woke up. Panicked, he raced towards the finish line. But it was too late. Timothy had reached the finish line, winning the race. The forest erupted in cheers, and Timothy was hailed as a hero. The lesson was clear. Patience and perseverance could overcome even the swiftest of opponents. Harrison, humbled by his defeat, approached Timothy. "I was wrong, Timothy. Your patience and determination are truly remarkable. I have learned a valuable lesson today."
Perched atop the tropical rainforests of the South Pacific was a unique and fearless creature, the harpy eagle named Aria. Noted for her fierce power, resilience, and an indomitable spirit, Aria was a legendary creature, respected by all creatures in her realm. Embodied with an unbeatable combination of strength and bravado, Aria mastered the art of hunting formidable prey like macaws, monkeys, and uniquely, snakes. From her highest perch, she took care of her progeny, nurturing them for weeks, showing a softer side behind her mighty persona. A storm of once-in-a-lifetime ferocity struck the forest one day. Against the storm's fury, Aria soared high, demonstrating the very spirit of leadership and courage, etching an unforgettable scene onto the canvas of her forest. Aria's story reminds us to embrace our innate strength, courage, and resilience amidst life's challenges. No matter how colossal the storm, every creature has the ability to rise above it, just like Aria, the harpy eagle.
Once upon a time, in a lush forest nestled deep within the heart of the wilderness, there lived a clever and sly fox named Felix. Felix was known throughout the forest for his intelligence and cunning ways. He was always on the lookout for an opportunity to outsmart anyone who dared challenge him. One sunny morning, as Felix was strolling through the forest, he noticed a group of his forest friends gathered in a circle. Curiosity piqued, he approached to see what all the commotion was about. In the center of the circle, a distraught rabbit named Ruby was in tears. "What's wrong, Ruby?" Felix inquired, pretending to be concerned. "Oh, Felix," Ruby sobbed, "someone has stolen all the berries I collected for my family's winter supply. We won't have enough to last through the cold months." Felix feigned shock, knowing that this was his opportunity to shine. "Don't worry, Ruby," he said with a reassuring smile. "I'll help you find the thief and get your berries back." The forest animals were surprised by Felix's offer, as they were well aware of his reputation for mischief. However, Ruby, desperate to recover her family's food, accepted his help. Felix started his investigation immediately. He examined the ground for clues and soon discovered some faint paw prints leading away from the berry patch. He followed the tracks with Ruby and the other animals in tow. After a short while, they arrived at a small cave hidden in the underbrush. Felix's sharp eyes spotted a pile of berries just inside the entrance. He knew he had found the culprit's lair. Ruby gasped. "What should we do, Felix? It's a bear's den, and bears are much bigger and stronger than us." Felix grinned confidently. "Leave it to me." He approached the entrance and called out in his most authoritative voice, "Mr. Bear, come out at once." From deep within the cave, a groggy voice responded, "Who's there? What do you want?" Felix replied, "I am Felix, the cleverest fox in the forest, and I demand that you return the stolen berries immediately." The bear, feeling intimidated by Felix's reputation, reluctantly emerged from the cave. He confessed to taking the berries, explaining that he was desperate for food and didn't mean to harm anyone. Felix, displaying his cunning once more, proposed a solution that would satisfy everyone. "Mr. Bear," he said, "I understand your hunger, but taking from others is not the way. We can all share the berries.